Hello everyone. Welcome back to my chaotic kitchen. Today, we're gonna make quiche. It's a really good way to get bulk breakfast. All you have to do is pop it in the microwave. You can freeze it, which is great. Today, we are going to make what I have left over in my fridge, quiche. So we got some tomatoes. I'm gonna be throwing in some goat cheese. We got our eggs. And I'm gonna use a full dozen. What else do I want in there? We got our green onions. And we're also gonna throw in eventually when I get it out. Some frozen broccoli. Yes, I buy the big bags because I eat a lot. First things first, we're gonna crack all these eggs. And we're gonna whisk them together. And add some seasonings. Okay, so we got a dozen eggs. I'm not a person that can crack eggs very quickly. So, also set your oven to 350. And prepare to like pie dishes or you could also do tart trays. Whatever you got will work. You can even do a rectangle or a square, 9 by 9, 8 by 8, whatever you have. I have a pie and a tart dish over here. They are prepared, meaning that they are sprayed with olive oil spray. The nice thing about this is it makes 8 total servings. So, 12 eggs, 8 servings seems like we are getting our bang for our buck here. Now, depending on, we may add 1 or 2 or 3 more eggs. It's really going to depend on whether or not when I fill these, they look like they're supposed to look, and I'll show you that when we get there. Last egg. Throwing everything in. We're just gonna put that to the side right now. And I'm gonna add some salt. A little bit of pepper. Not a huge pepper person, to be honest. However, I love my salt. I need my salt. Specifically for my low blood pressure, I need my salt. And we are going to whisk our eggs. Make sure that we are breaking those yolks. Also, the great thing about this is it can go very quickly. You don't have, this doesn't take like a super long amount of time, which is nice. I think the most time I'm gonna spend here is cutting up the veggies to go in this, and you can put whatever veggies you want. I think the last time I made this, I put asparagus and spinach in it. This time around, I'm doing green onions and tomatoes and broccoli. Goat cheese was in it regardless, so once you got that good mixture in there, I am going to actually start with my broccoli. Those later. Oh, look at that. I did not know that that was how that was gonna work. I mean, that's the perfect amount. So, hey, who knew that this was gonna come in a separate, already made perfectly for you bag? I thought it was the whole bag. I was like, nice. I'm not gonna steam these. I'm gonna keep them frozen because it just doesn't matter. And into the eggs they go. And I just cover everything in the egg, basically. Just dip them in, almost as if you're gonna like do chicken cutlets or something. Perfect. Okay, I've got 5 tomatoes left. We're gonna just cut them up. Doesn't really matter how, but we are gonna cut them up. We are fans of not wasting shit, so that is what we're gonna do. Clean up our egg mess too while we're here. I do not have a trash bucket today. Definitely forgot about that, but that's fine. So far, just to recap, we've got a dozen eggs, some broccoli to your extent. We're gonna put in 5 tomatoes because that's what I got going for me today. We're going to put in a majority of those green onions. And for me, I am rough chopping these tomatoes because they're going to kind of get all ooey gooey in there anyway. So doesn't really matter how you chop them because the oven will be doing what the oven does. Which is kind of melt everything together. Rough chop. Makes it faster. All right, tomatoes. Rough chop. Right into the bowl. Because we love that. We love a right into the bowl type of thing. And again, we're going to make sure that it is mixed in with our broccoli and our egg mixture for this quiche. It's gonna be so good, I can already tell. And you're basically, once your oven hits 350, you are going to bake this until it's not jiggly anymore. Okay? That means it's done. Oven times vary. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you for a specific amount of time because all ovens are different. I use kitchen scissors to cut my green onions. And I cut them at an angle. Oh, things are hitting the ground. Gotta make sure toast does not get to that. And I do want this to have a bit of onion, so I am gonna cut up some more. I just did 2 so far. I was planning on using a lot of this, but I might not. All right. And like I said, I cut at an angle. This, again, another trick here that just makes everything easier to cut. And I'll probably do just a couple more, just to keep everything kind of even. Make it look good. And you can also regrow your green onions if you want to, which is kind of cool and fun. Yeah. Let's do these guys that are kind of already falling apart here on me. Oh, yeah, things flying everywhere. And then the rest will go back in my fridge and I will use them for something else. It's the nice thing about green onions. They are plentiful. All right, nice. These will go back in the fridge. Not too much left here. Easily use that for something else. It's looking like this mixture is going to turn out pretty good. I don't think we're going to have to add any extra egg, which will be good. Then we got our goat cheese. And I did use half of it already in the other quiche that I made earlier. This week. So now I'm just going to use the other half. And goat cheese is very messy. So I just crumble it with my hands. It's very messy. It's going to get all over my hands. And then I'm just going to stir it in. And the egg wash will kind of help to not disintegrate it, but it will help to kind of loosen it a little bit more. As you can see, my hands are covered in goat cheese. So rinse those off quick so I can use them again. Oh, and the oven is preheated. We love to see it. All right, moving and shaking. So we got our bowl. You can see it's topped with goat cheese. And again, I'm going to cover with our egg mixture and really get everything mixed in well. You can see some of our goat cheese is sticking to the whisk. That is okay. We all knew that was going to happen, or at least I knew that was going to happen. Along with some other veggies, like this piece of broccoli. Getting stuck in there. All right, so from here we're going to dump into our 2 pans. I'm actually going to use my hands to get the rest of this out. All right, so it does potentially look like I may need, oh, no. Oh, just kidding. We're good. I was like, I may need some eggs, but I don't. We are golden. So I will show you what that looks like. So I'll wash my hands here again because we're touching raw eggs. All right, so your quiches should look like this. Okay, so you can see the egg. It's all evenly distributed. That's what we're looking for. And again, we are going to just throw these in the oven at 350 for probably at least 15 minutes. Because I do have some frozen stuff in here, it might take mine a little bit longer. If you have more fresh, it's not going to take as long. But like I said, as soon as the inside, like the middle part, is cooked through and it doesn't jiggle, then you're good to pull them out. It's not going to burn. They're just eggs. The browning will happen on the outside just because of the olive oil. That's just what happens. And otherwise, that's how you make a quiche. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment below.